The seabird! We all know them, but do we all love them? Many are seen as adorable, while others are seen as pests. So I'm here to hopefully change the minds of those who aren't fans and give more reasons to love for those that are. There are around 365 species of seabird on the planet, and they spend most of their lives out at sea, only coming to land to breed. When out at sea, all puffin species, including our very own Atlantic puffin, shed their colourful bill and even their flight feathers, which makes them completely flightless. They can't drink fresh water at sea, so for many species, like gulls, the only alternative is to drink the salty ocean water. They have salt glands in their heads, usually just above the eyes, and these glands secrete salt directly from their bloodstream, which then comes out through the nostrils. Many seabirds migrate very long distances around the globe. The Arctic tern undergoes the longest known migration of any bird, travelling from pole to pole with a round trip of 71,000 kilometres. The wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of any bird, measuring an astounding 3.5 metres. They can fly over 15,000 kilometres without stopping. Even an airplane has to land and refuel before then. They don't flap their wings, instead they use updrafts in the wind for speed and altitude. And once momentum has been gained, they can lock their wings and even have a wee snooze. Fish make up the majority of their diet. Many plunge dive from the surface of the water like the puffin, while others plunge dive from far above the water like the gannet. From about 30 metres above, gannets fold their wings in for a streamlined shape for impact. They hit the water at speeds of up to 86 kilometres per hour. To avoid fatality at these speeds, they have air sacs in their chests that act as a cushion, and they also have strong muscles in their necks that lock the vertebrae in place. When seabirds gather in large groups, the smell of their poo can be a bit overwhelming, but believe it or not, it plays an important role in the marine ecosystem. Also known as guano, it is nutrient-rich and acts as a fertiliser. Basically, they transfer nutrients from the open ocean to the coast, which helps the growth of organisms such as phytoplankton, the microscopic plant-like organism that is the base of the marine food web, and coral reefs, in which they supply nitrogen and phosphorus. Coral growth rate doubled in the presence of seabirds, and those in areas with declining seabird populations grew more slowly and became more vulnerable to bleaching and disease. They also supply nutrients to semi-aquatic habitats like mangrove forests. Red-footed boobies in the Seychelles will forage out at sea and then come back to their large breeding colonies. When they poo, the deposits enrich almost everything around them, including the tree leaves, the sediment below, and also the local snails and crabs. Unfortunately, seabirds are one of the world's most threatened groups of animals, with 1 in 3 species threatened with extinction and almost half have declining populations. They are sensitive to climate change. The Earth's hemispheres are warming at different rates, with the northern hemisphere heating up faster than the south. This is causing a lack of nutrients, which has then caused a decline in their main food source. Invasive predator species, like brown rats and domestic cats, have caused tragic effects on breeding colonies of seabirds as they prey on eggs and chicks. They are also greatly affected by human activity such as overfishing, to even being caught in the fishing lines themselves. Sometimes our curiosity can get the better of us, and we get too close to them when we visit them in their breeding colonies. This often causes the adult birds to abandon their positions, which leaves the eggs and chicks vulnerable to predators. So, what can we do to help? Pay attention. When visiting seabirds in their breeding colonies, take great care to stay on marked paths. If there are no markers, speak to a local warden and keep an eye out underfoot for any signs of burrows. As much as we want to get close to them, it's not safe for them to do so. So it's always best to bring binoculars for a much better view. And if your ID skills are any good, you can get involved with citizen science projects like the Seabird Monitoring Programme in Ireland and the UK. You can easily sign up for this via BTO's website. You can also join a local or a national charity. Many will offer paid memberships in which you can financially contribute, as well as volunteering opportunities for anyone who wants to get their hands dirty. You can also eat only sustainably sourced seafood. On wild-caught fish, look for a blue label by the Marine Stewardship Council MSC, and for farmed fish, look for the green label by the Aquatic Culture Stewardship Council ASC. And finally, the easiest way of all, recycle. Seabirds often mistake plastic items for prey and will sadly eat them. So if you visit the coastlines, please always take your rubbish with you. All seabirds are wonderful, unique, and very important to this planet. Hopefully I've managed to change some minds and deepen the love further for others. Thank you so much for listening, and happy seabird sighting!